Hey guys, so today we are reading the story True or False. Remember, true means correct or right, and false means wrong. Alright, so let's start reading. A folktale from Myanmar, or Burma. There once was 3 poor brothers who loved to tell tall tales. They traveled throughout the countryside telling wild stories. They always claimed that their tales were true, but no one ever believed them. One day, the 3 brothers met a rich traveler. The man was dressed in fine clothes and wore shining jewels. The brothers wanted his things. Let's ask him to play a game. Each of the 4 of us will tell him a tale of a past adventure. The rule is that if anyone doubts the truth, or if anyone's story, he must become that person's servant. The man will never believe our stories. Getting him to doubt our stories will be like rolling off a log. Rolling off a log, that would be pretty easy. He will have to become our servant. The others liked this plan. They did not want a servant, but they wanted the man's fine things. The man agreed to the game. The first brother told a story of how he climbed a tree and it could not get down, so he ran to a nearby cottage and borrowed a rope. The second brother told of jumping into the stomach of a tiger who wanted to eat him. I made such a fuss that the tiger spit me out, he said. So there they are. And here's the brother in the tree. But my question is, how can you run? If you're stuck in a tree, how can you run to get a rope? Okay, next one. The third told of helping the village fisherman. He said he turned into a fish and jumped into the river. Then he turned back into a man and killed the big fish that were eating all the little fish. The rich man listened to the 3 story tales without saying one word of disbelief. Then he told his story. He said he was searching for 3 servants who had run away from him. You 3 must be the ones that I'm looking for, he said. The brothers looked at him with alarm. If they doubted him, they must become his servants. That was the rule. They tricked him. But if they said his story was true, they would have to become his servants too. Oh no. If they said nothing, they said nothing. Finally, the man said he would let them go if they promised to never tell tall tales again. The brothers agreed, and they kept their promise. So there's the rich man, and here are the 3 brothers. So the rich man, he tricked them. He tricked the 3 brothers. All right. Use what you have learned from the reading of the selection to respond to these questions. Number the items to show the order of the events in the story. Each brother told his make-believe story. 3 brothers talked to a rich man into playing a game. The rich man made them promise not to tell tall tales. The rich man told them a story. The rich man did not question the brothers' stories, or the brothers realized that they were trapped. So the first thing that would happen, they had to talk him into playing a game. Then each brother played a make-believe story. Let's see. The rich man told them a story. The rich man did not question their stories. And then the rich man told them a story. And then they realized that they were trapped. And then the rich man made them promise not to tell tall tales. Use the questions, this question has 2 parts. First, find part A, then part B. Part A. Why did the 3 brothers want to play a game with the traveler? Well, let's see here. Why did they want him to play a game? They saw a rich traveler. The man was dressed in fine clothes. The brothers wanted his things. So it says here, they wanted to see if he would believe their tall tales. No, it didn't say that. They wanted to trick him so that they could have what he owned. There's our answer. Because that's what it said up in our text. Alright, write a sentence in paragraph 2 that supports your answer you chose for part A. So we need to look in paragraph 2. Here's paragraph 2, and it said, the brothers wanted his things. So I'm going to write in paragraph 2, it says, I'm going to use quotes because I'm talking about what the story said. The brothers wanted his things. Alright. Which sentence is the best recounting of the third brother's story? So I'm going to go back up here and look for the third brother's story because I kind of forget. Oops. I'm just going to turn that off. Oh no. Alright, here we are. Back again. Oh, I don't know why this didn't save. Okay, that's okay. I'm obviously struggling here. Alright, so we're looking for the third brother story. So it says here, the third told of helping a village fisherman. He said he turned into a fish, jumped into the river, then he turned back into a man and killed the big fish that were eating all the little fish. Okay. Alright, he plays a trick on the fisherman. He pretends to be a big fish catching small ones. He gets away from the fisherman by swimming in the river like a fish. No. He helps the fisherman. He turns himself into a fish, then back into a person to kill the big fish. Yes, that's what happened. Number 4. Which is the best description of the brothers' problems at the end of the folktale? The brothers think the rich man's story is the best of all, and the stories that they've ever heard, or that they have heard. No. The rich man believes that the brothers are runaway servants he is looking for. The brothers promise, The brothers promise never to tell tall tales again because they know they should not be doing that. Is that the problem? No, that's kind of the solution. Oops. No matter how the brothers answer the rich man, they will become his servants. Ah, that's the better answer. Because in the story, they were going to have to become his servants if they said anything. Number 5, which 2 details could you leave out when recounting the story? The brothers tell their tales throughout the countryside. Is that an important detail? Not really, so I definitely can that one can be gone. The brothers ask the rich traveler to play a game. That's important, so I have to leave that. The tiger spit one brother out after eating him. Maybe. I'm going to look at my other options. The rich man said nothing about the brothers' stories. That's really important. The rich man told a story about missing servants. That's also important because that's how he tricked them. And the brothers agreed not to tell any more tall tales. That is also important. So my other option is C. So my answers are A and C. Reread the sentences from paragraph 2. The man will never believe our stories. Getting him to doubt our stories will be like rolling off a log. What does the word doubt mean in this context? Getting him to doubt our stories will be like rolling. He will never believe them. That tells me what doubt means. So, what does doubt mean? He will never getting him to dislike our stories? No. Getting him to understand our stories? No. Getting him to mistrust. Mistrust, I mean, if I can't trust someone, that means I can't believe what they say, or I can't trust them to do something. Alright, write. Use your own words to recount the folktale. Be sure to write about the events in sequence as they happen in the story. So remember, you could do first, next, then, and last to help you write. Alright, so you guys can go ahead and write this and send me a picture of what you write. And then our learning target is explain why recounting events in the story will help you understand it. So why does it help you? It helps you because you are putting the story in order to better understand it. Now, let's go back up here, and I'm going to erase this, and we can go over this really quickly. So first what happens, the brothers meet a rich man. Next, they tell him stories. Then the rich man tricks them with his own story. Last, the brothers promise never to tell tall tales again. And I got all of that, I got all of that from my story up here. So make sure that when you are summarizing, you use the story. Alright, if you guys have any questions, I'll see you guys next time. You can drop a comment or you can message me. Feel free to do whatever you please.